Hi, thanks so much for joining me for the list. That's where I talk about things that I've hauled for the month and also favorites, just broken down into a few categories. I picked up this JURLIQUE Activating Water Essence because the toner I was using is actually a moisturizing lotion. But as I read more about the essence and it's a little bit more expensive, I didn't want to waste any of the product on a cotton pad as I applied it. So I'm going to use this to press into my skin like it says. And then I was on the hunt for a toner again. So I picked up this toner, and I remember Estee Lalonde talked about this a while ago. It is the Rehydrating Comforting Toner for Dry Skin. And it looks a little bit, I don't know if it's the packaging, if it's actually pink or not, but I've just started using this and I just like something a little bit more hydrating when it comes to toning. I do cleanse my face quite thoroughly and then it can get dry quickly. So I like to put this on right away and I will use a cotton pad. So I'll get back to you on how much I like this or not like this. So far it's working out. I don't usually get much out of masks except for temporary results like moisturizing or something like that. But this one has a longer lasting effect with my skin in terms of evening out the skin tone, which I really, really like about it. I am enjoying using this quite a bit. The next product is by Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Overnight Bronze and Glow Mask, and you might wonder why a tan girl has self-tanner, but I thought this might actually be a good solution to some of the issues I have. So I have lots of hyperpigmentation, which you've seen before. If you looked back on videos, you can see I've got some dark spots. So I thought maybe if I tan, then I could even up or lessen the contrast between my skin and the dark spots. So that was one thing that I'm trying to accomplish. Another thing is that I'm in the sun quite a bit at the pool during the warmer months. And so this part of me gets tan, but then I've got sunscreen, hats, you name it. I'm not in the sun in terms of my face. So then just to balance that out, I thought I would try it on my face and my neck. And then I also love the idea of skin tint. But I thought if I could chemically tint my skin with this, that might be kind of interesting and then I wouldn't have to wear as much makeup. I love the Philosophy skin tint, but I'd like to get even more sheer coverage or no coverage, so I thought this might do it. I also like the idea that it does not stain anything because I have white everything in this house. The sheets are white, the couch is white, everything is white. So I couldn't have a tanner that was going to transfer into anything else, and this doesn't. I've used this for the past few nights. I haven't had any transfer with fabrics or anything like that, so that's good. And I'm liking the color. It's very subtle. It's not orange at all. It's kind of just like my color, but more tan. So I'll get back to you on this. I'm not sure how it reacts with other chemicals at this point because I've only used this with my Tatcha Triple Recovery Cream. I think that's what it's called. My moisturizer that I use at night, and that's it. So I don't know how it reacts with things like my exfoliants. I haven't been exfoliating. I kind of skipped the whole evening routine when I put this on, so I'll have to get back to you on how it works with other products, but so far on its own, I'm liking it. First tanning product I've ever tried, self-tanning product. So I'll be back to you with a full review as soon as I figure out as much as I can about this product so I can inform you better. On top of a tan skin, I'd like to add just a little bit of mattifying right here in the T-zone. I get oily. When I powder in the summer, even though I have dry skin, I will get oily here and then things tend to slip and slide. So a cream foundation isn't ideal for me. Like I said, I like the skin tint, but then I thought, let me try a powder foundation again. I tried Bare Minerals. Everyone's going on about it, how great it is, but when you have more mature skin, I don't know if that is the best product. I was seeing enhanced pores and fine lines and things like that. So unless they reformulated, and I don't know if they have or much about it, I just know what I've experienced in the last couple of years with it. So I thought I'd try something else. I looked at Dior and I looked at, who is the other one? Dior and Giorgio Armani. I looked at those two, but I was having a hard time with the color match. So I was directed towards Cover FX and they actually had a really great color match. I think they have 39 or some crazy amount of colors that you can look at with different undertones. If you're looking for a finely milled mineral powder foundation, then I would look at that. This one's G60 and it is very close to my tan skin tone. And I thought, well, I looked online and then I saw that they had a plus also. So I picked up 50 plus because I wanted something a little bit lighter, but I thought, oh, this has more olive in it. It has too much olive in it. So if you are more olivey than me, then I would look at the plus because those tend to have more olive tones in it. So you can see them next to each other, really how this is G60 and this is G50 plus. it's been really hot here. So it's been about over 100 degrees every day. So definitely I prefer this to a liquid foundation in the summer. Next, the last video was on this one, the Nars Loaded palette. I put it in my top shelf and I've been using it every day, especially this color right here. I love that for the crease. I've got it in now. Yeah, I love that. Then I also did a recent video on this Dior product, and I think I've learned how to wield it. It's kind of unruly if you are not careful initially, but I just put on one nice coat and then I try and focus it more at the base and then kind of pull it up. So I definitely am enjoying this. I don't know if I'll repurchase it because there's another one that I kind of want to try, but so far so good. Oh, and I picked this up because I tried this out, I want to say a couple years ago. This is a setting mist. It's SPF 50. I love that you can apply it over your makeup because that's what's tricky. Once you get sunscreen on your face and you apply makeup, and then what do you do? How are you gonna apply it? Unless you have a powder one, which they do have, but I thought this is kind of nice for when it's really hot. Now, the sprayer on this was not great. It was like big old chunks of sunscreen that would end up on your face. So it says new spray technology. So I'm hoping the sprayer on this is better, and I will let you know because I love to have sunscreen on me at all times. And if you can apply this easily by just spritzing, then that'd be great. And I did order the BECCA Chrissy Teigen palette, so make sure to tune in next week. I'll be featuring that. I'll be applying it, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on if you are interested. Finally, the last research item is this Diorshow brow styler. I ran out of my Benefit Precisely My Brow. I picked this one up and so far I love it. It is in 002 Universal Dark Brown and it is almost a perfect color for me. I've got it on right now. I have to fill in quite a bit in the middle here. So that's where you can really tell if it's off or not, and I think that it works really well. Really, really well. Now on to Renew. The next item is the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in Blacquer, and I've had this before for a while, and then I ran out of it, and then I couldn't find it, and so I tried to use other things that I had, like samples or just anything, and I tried a bunch, including, I think, YSL was one. Who else did I use? Bobbi Brown, all kinds, and I just always wanted to get this again, so finally I just got it and I love it. It's great. I have it on today. Stays in the waterline. I use it up here to tightline and it is my favorite. It's really soft and gentle going on too, which is great, and there's no sharpening, so I love that because even though I have sharpeners, I can never find them when I need them. On to Rediscover. I've rediscovered this ORIBE Supershine Moisturizing Cream, which I've had. I ran out of my agave. It's a hair oil that I would put in, and then I went to go order it from Sephora and it was not there anymore, so I don't know where it is. So I found this and it says to work in damp hair, blow out or dry naturally, and it just moisturizes the ends and it does make your hair nice and shiny. It's not really stuff. This is what my hair looks like when I just let it dry, air dry, and then I just kind of put it in the ends. So that's it. So it kind of just adds a little bit of shine. Here, let's add some more. And it smells really nice. Looks like this. And you just add it into the ends. It doesn't weigh down my hair. This is really good for moisture and then bringing that shine back. Let's put on a little bit more. Now I'm gonna have to buy some more. And like I said, it smells really nice. As it gets warmer, I like to change out products, go a little bit lighter. And then for eyebrows, I like to go from the pomade to something like this. It's the SHU UEMURA, but it's got a little brush on here. And I just like it to define my brows. It kind of just sets down a base, and then I will put pencil over that and then the Glossier Boy Brow. But I really like this color. It's a great match for me, and it's got that coolness to it. So if you have cool undertones in your hair, like me, this is a great one. And that's it for the list for me. So if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks! Starting with skincare, I have a lot of oh my gosh. Hi, come on. You can do it. My routine for the day. What? Birthday. I think I just shared that with my husband and maybe my sister. Baby. It's the Tonique Confort. Come on, blah, blah. This is the it is the Microdelivery Detox. The next thing is the Microdelivery Detoxifying. Oh my gosh. In the fact that it, what? Is that a word? Is that a thing? It is pretty, and this is putting makeup on, but by some kind of chemical reaction. Didn't want to have a self tanner that was going to transfer into everything. Good idea of how well this works and what it works well with and not well with. Wow. Can I say well some more? Oh, my foot's asleep. This, and then maybe the other things on what? You can see them. No, you can't. That's not gonna work. But this is much better for just kind of moisturizing and then bragging. BECCA, Chrissy Teigen collab. One more thing, I did order the BECCA